KFC China. PepsiCo has a big presence in China, and that goes for snack foods as well as fast food restaurants. No, there are no latte from Korea here in China, and there are no Taco Bells. They tried Taco Bell in Shanghai years ago. It fell flat on its face. So we have more diverse choices in China for fast food now than ever before, and it's growing, and we couldn't have predicted this maybe 10 years ago. So choices are endless, but the tastes are very specific for Chinese customers. They're willing to try a lot of different things, but they are not willing to go down the Tex-Mex road too far. Typical KFC breakfast in China. What does it look like? Well, you get coffee or doujiang, soya milk, and you can get these egg burgers. Sometimes meat in them, sometimes no meat in them. They're not that bad. You can get eggs, or you can get fried dough sticks. This is a fried egg that I wanted. And of course you get the gruel, or the porridge, which is very popular in Chinese breakfasts. Sometimes they have fruit in them, sometimes they do not. And right there you see what one of them looks like. So all of this combination will run you about 20 RMB, or close to $5 US, and that is definitely more than what it was a few years back. And that is what a KFC breakfast looks like in China. So what does a McDonald's big breakfast look like in China? Pretty much the same as it does in the West. The price is also similar to the West. In fact, some cases the condiments are the same as in the West, and it's easier for them just to ship some of these supplies over like they are in the logistical supply chain. Ever wonder what a Whopper looks like in China? Well, here it is. Thankfully, it's the same as it is in the States and other places. Really no difference. And the restaurant is different. It's more like a high-end type deal with leather chairs and things like that. I guess when you charge 37 RMB for a burger, you got to give them a little bit extra, right? And thankfully they haven't changed the logo. They're still using the same logo, but it'll only be a matter of time, like with KFC and Pizza Hut, that the logo is all in Chinese, leaving you nothing of the original company. And by the way, like I've told you, almost all US or European based companies that relocate to China and do business, they have a subsidiary or a different franchise. It's almost like two different companies basically, and they don't even share the books with both companies. So that's how it is in China. Subway in China, how is it? Well, it's exactly almost the same as it is in the West. The bread is identical. The condiments and the ingredients that you put on the sub are identical. The meat is almost identical. So basically, if you are used to it in the West, you can order the same thing in China and it will come out the same. Even the cookies or the chips are the same. And the drinks, of course, are almost the same. The only difference really is that there's a lack of sauces. There's more sauces and more specialty items in the West. And the price, well, it's the same. The same price adjusted for the currency here in China as it is in the West. So Subway is one of the fastest growing chains in China and the largest fast food franchise network in the world. There are more Subways than there are McDonald's, and that will continue to grow if the Chinese market continues to pick up. People are taking to it. They like it. They're doing well with sales, And the same can be said about Starbucks, which we know is aggressive in China, and soon Dunkin' Donuts is to follow. You can't mention fast food in China without mentioning Dico's, which is a Taiwanese chain of fast food that is a competition to KFC. So think of it as being a sandwich chicken type of fast food restaurant that is going to give you a lot of chicken and rice. Let's take a look. So basically KFC was doing such good business with their chickens and buckets of chicken and stuff like that that Dico's from Taiwan came over and they want a cut of the profits, and they're growing by leaps and bounds. Quality of the food, let's take a look at it. How is it? Well, not that bad really. The fries aren't anything to write home about, but the burgers and the chicken is not bad. This one here has pineapple in it, a grilled pineapple burger, not too shabby. Price is about 22 RMB for the combo. You'll pay anywhere from 15 up to 30 RMB. Notice too, a common trait with Chinese eating finger food is they wear gloves. These plastic cellophane gloves. In the West, we really don't care about getting our hands dirty. We dive right in. So that's a big difference. Yoshinoya, technically a Japanese fast food restaurant, but in China it's so popular that I'm going to include this as the Chinese fast food. So what do you get? For about 24 yuan, you get a rice bowl with vegetables and or meat. You get a dish of egg drop soup type of vegetables mixed in there, and sometimes you get a salad, or in this case a couple skewers of chicken that's barbecued. And that's probably the best fast food you're going to find in China. If I'm going to eat fast food in China, I'll choose Yoshinoya over any alternatives because it's at least halfway healthy. Next I'll take you to Kung Fu, which is probably the second wisest choice for fast food in China because it is halfway healthy. So there it is, 24 RMB for Japanese fast food in China. The only difference with me is that I like to have a lot of raw ginger in my fast food dish. Makes it a little more edible, and hey, I'm a ginger lover. Kung Fu, the Cantonese fast food chain that is one of the most popular Chinese brands around. Let's check it out and see how good it is. Okay, typical Chinese fast food. You'll get chicken or pork or maybe even beef with some kind of sauce on it. You'll definitely get a large bowl of rice or noodle, and the soggy salad that's served throughout China that I don't care for. They boil the salad and the juice is usually some sort of vinegar or soy based with some meat broth in it. That's fast food in China. It's healthy because it's steamed and there's not a lot of sodium in this and not a lot of sugar and things like that. So it may not look great, but it is healthier than most fast food, and that is the essence of what Kung Fu is. And as you can tell by the sign, Kung Fu uses Bruce Lee's image as their logo. Most meals are under 20 RMB, 20 yuan or lower, like this set right here. This set me back 17 yuan, and somehow, how do I feel cheated? I'm still hungry and I don't feel satisfied, so I might have to get into something different after this. But something about, you know, a piece of bread for a Westerner that satisfies. In China, it's kind of the other way around. It's rice or it's noodle that satisfies them. But I don't know, kind of tastes like eating air to me.